What if we didn't just reward winning, right? What if there was less focus on, life's about winning and being the best? What if we paid more attention to the taking part, the doing, the trying, or even the not winning, like the failing? Now, I'm not a subscriber to the let's not dish out medals on sports day at school because everyone's a winner kind of mentality. I kind of think if you're the best, then you should be allowed to win and whatever else. But what if you're the best at being fourth? Right? Imagine being the fourth best in the whole fucking world at something and you don't get anything for it. Think about the Olympics. Third place, medals and flowers. Second, medals and flowers. What if you're fourth? Nothing. Or what if you're the best at being shit at running? Fine, should there be a prize for this? Okay, I'm being a wee bit facetious, but see, life is for taking part, right? It's for turning up, get stuck in, involved. But you don't need to be the best. You don't need to always be the winner. We can, however, enjoy living, enjoy being in something rather than out of it. What about having the fourth best beard in the world? It's a bit random, but never mind first, second, third best beard nonsense. Fourth best beard, that's where it's at. Let me explain. In 2007, I entered the World Moustache and Beard Championships. Yep, this is absolutely true, and it is a thing that exists. Men and occasionally women from literally all over the world come together after spending much time growing and shaping and taming and sculpting and moulding their facial whiskers. It's every 2 years they gather somewhere different in the world and basically celebrate beards and moustaches. Right now, I only found out by chance about the World Moustache and Beard Championship 90 days before the actual competition. And I had a wee moment to myself and decided to enter. But there was one problem. I didn't have a moustache or a beard. Like, I don't have much of one now, but literally there was nothing. So without any persuading from anyone, I basically filled in the forms, registered my club, the Tom Selleck Appreciation Society, and I let the growing begin. Now, I entered a category called Partial Beard Freestyle. Again, that's actually a thing where you get to sculpt your face, basically. And I set myself the following challenge. No shaving for 90 days. Style it the night before the competition. And then turn up. So for 90 days, slowly but surely, my beard began to take on a life of its own. And before I knew it, it looked like a giant loaf of wholemeal bread, basically, on my face. People laughed at me. Others pointed. This is pre the days of beards being kind of cool. And occasionally I was met with shouts of, "Hey Chewbacca," or somebody drove past me once and shouted, "Hairy face," or my particular favourite, "How many birds live in there, mate?" There was games of how many things can you hide in Gav's beard. That was a regular fixture, and just in case you're wondering, 17 was the record. And often people would poke fun at my ever-growing facial forest of fuzz. However, I kept on growing. The 90 days, I'll be honest, they dragged on a bit. But on the eve of the World Moustache and Beard Championships, I drove for 9 hours and in line with the original plan, in my hotel, I styled my beard. Partial beard freestyle, remember? Now, the initial plan had been to style my beard into the word beard. But I was concerned that doing it in the mirror, everything went back to front, and it'd end up reading bread, and it would just be ridiculous. Actually, now that I think about it, that could have been genius. But a last-minute change of plan resulted in an epic, sweeping moustache sideburn combo with a big chin talon of awesomeness. And there are photos that exist, and maybe one day I'll put them online. Got my kilt on, headed off to represent Scotland in the most prestigious moustache and beard championship competition in the world. And when I turned up, I couldn't believe how many other contestants there were. There was over 300 beard growers. Again, all over the world had arrived. Beards down to the floor, spiky beards, moustaches that went away at a metre on either side, and even beards in the shape of the London Bridge. Every single style, shape, size you could imagine, and more. And over the next 3 hours, a strange combo of London Fashion Week and crufts for humans basically unfolded before my very eyes. 2,000 people turned up to watch. 2,000 people left their homes to look at moustache and beards. My name was called. I took to the stage, and my facial masterpiece received thunderous applause. And that day I came fourth in the world. Fourth. And you'll rarely meet anyone else in life who has achieved such a thing. Throughout this tale, you're probably wondering why on earth I or anyone else would have given the time and energy to such a bizarre undertaking. It's simple, because I can. I wanted to take part. I wanted to be in. I wanted to be part of that thing. And it might be different from the norm. But hey, normal's boring, right? It might be a bit weird, but weird's also exciting. It's no different to why people play football or sing or dance or draw or build or whatever it might be and so on, because they can. You don't even have to be the best, but you can still be a part of something. You can still compete. You can still have fun. You know, it's amazing when you find something different that's your thing, something you can get into and be bothered about. And who knows, you might even come forth in the world.